Black Friday scam explained. Did any of y'all shop on Black Friday this year? Yo, niggas is broke as fuck. I don't got it like that. Y'all got it like that though. No. Damn, everybody broke. I got a 5% discount. Does that even count as Black Friday? I heard companies are like so desperate for like money and shit and profits now. They extended Black Friday by like a week. Bro, like I'm pretty sure if I go on Amazon now, they probably still have Black Friday sales going. Let me see. Yeah, look at this shit. Oh, it's already Cyber Monday? Bro, look at this. It's already on sale for Cyber Monday. Nah, they really need them sales, man. Okay, who is buying this? What even is this? Let me see. What's a good deal here? Oh my God, guys, just what I needed. Hold up. Pack of batteries. Bro, I've heard like Black Friday is a scam though, y'all. Is that facts? Because like people will say, oh, it's actually just like the same price, or they'll up the price. Like they'll put a price of something that's actually worth like $40 for like $50, and then they'll put like a fake price that it's like a slash $100. That's really a scam for real. Most sales are a scam. Like unless if it's a verified item. Like I saw AirPods, for example. There were some AirPods on sale, and it was actually like, you know, AirPods, Apple's just the same with their retail prices. That was actually on sale. But like certain companies, like third-party companies, they just be lying. The true savings of Black Friday is not even a purchasing anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they also benefit too from like a bunch of people buying it. Even if they do lower it a little bit, they still benefit. Let's go and see this.
Huey, there was no sale.
Black Friday is just not what it used to be.
20% is not a sale.
You see, back in my day, we would camp outside of Best Buy for 8 hours in order to get a steal.
But don't let these people play on y'all with these Black Friday scams.
I feel like as a kid, there were so many great deals, but now it just feels like a scam and that nothing is ever really on sale.
Every year, stores...
Yeah, because companies realize like how to make profits from it, how to trick people. Yeah, I know the reason why companies put like $2.99, $3.99, whatever. It's literally to psychologically trick people, because let's say something's $499.99 instead of $500. People genuinely get tricked into like leaning, oh, it's $400. I could afford it in my budget. That's so fucking crazy, and like I don't know how many people know that. Shit works, not gonna lie, it does. It really does, yo. And we've all gotten tricked by it. I mean, when I was younger, you see something, bro, you're like, damn, it's only that much. People dead ass don't know math. It's not even that they don't know math. It's a psychological trick. Bro, all these companies, y'all, down to the way their stores even look, people don't understand they do shit as like a psychological trick. I saw a video. It was grocery stores. It was Costco. Costco will put all of like the foods and like the smells in certain type of places. If you want to go for a certain item like all the way in the back that you like really need, then you have to walk through all the good smelling foods and different things. They have the samples out and shit. And no matter what, like that's like a 90% effective rate. I'm not gonna lie, growing up, every time we walked out of Costco with my mom or dad, bro, me and my brother was getting some food, or we were getting food, because it was unavoidable. It doesn't work on me. I mean, obviously, if it's not in your budget, then yeah, but like the food there at Costco is smoky go to, bro, for the prices. Nah, dead ass, bro. Costco pizza to me, I think is probably number 2. Hey guys, Tom NFG here. Did you know only half of you guys are subscribed and even less of you guys have noties on? I hate to be a burden, but you know, I really appreciate it if you hit that sub button and the little bell next to it, you know? It doesn't take long. I know you can get mixed up in the algorithm and everything. But yeah, also tune into the streams, you know? We have a lot of fun over there, I'm telling you. We have a lot of parties going on over there. Yeah, that's it, bye. Damn.
Claim Black Fridays when they finally give you the best deals. But what if it's the day they rig the system for their biggest payday? And if they do offer a discount, it might not even be for the product you think it is. In today's video,
yeah, I noticed how Black Friday also is timed towards the end of the year. When people start saving up for Christmas gifts and have a little bit more money if they're saving to spend. Psychological tricks. You don't got no Black Friday in January. You get me? Because that's when people start working. They might want to figure out their budgets for the year. Now they do that shit at the end of the year. And think of it, after Thanksgiving, after you meet with all your family. A lot of people go family shopping together. That's kind of the point. I'm saying it's a trick. All shopping, especially in America, is a fucking psychological trick. They set up specifically for this. I mean, it's smart, don't get me wrong. It's smart, but you notice it. I notice things.
We'll break down the financial and psychological
Everyone knows that,
systems
dog.
that
Everybody does
drive
not know
the
that.
Black Friday madness, and finally reveal the hidden incentives that make it all work. But did you know that the name Black Friday actually has nothing to do with shopping? If you're like me and have always heard the story that Black Friday is the day that retailers go from being in the red and operating at a loss to being in the black and profitable, you've actually been living a marketing lie. You see, Black Friday doesn't actually get its name from anything financially related. In order to explain this, let me take you back to the 1950s. It's Thanksgiving Day in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Army-Navy game is kicking off on Saturday morning. Now, the Army-Navy game isn't just another Saturday football game. This game is different. It brings in crowds from across the country to watch our nation's finest military academies face off against each other. And with that comes a lot of chaos. After eating their Thanksgiving feasts, massive crowds would descend on Philly, all in preparation for the
God. Okay, it is not that deep. Was there even a sale? Like, what was even going on here? And you know the store was small as shit. It probably couldn't even fit everybody here. You know what's crazy? Look how, like, proper everybody's dressed, though. It's kind of wild. Nowadays, you'll just see people running out on, like, their PJs and, like, some fucking joggers. You gonna have somebody in, like, booty shorts.
Big game. And those crowds would bring along traffic jams, gridlock, and mayhem in the streets, often leading to an increase in shoplifting and theft throughout the city. Thus, the Philadelphia police officers nicknamed the Friday before the Army-Navy game as Black Friday. Obviously, the retailers in Philly weren't huge fans of the name Black Friday, but they did want some way to signify the kickoff of the Christmas season the day after Thanksgiving. So they attempted to rebrand Black Friday to Big Friday and Big Saturday.
Big Friday sale. Seamless hosiery, 68 cents. Bulky sweaters, women's bulky sweaters, $7. And these be the same people talking about, pull yourself up by your fucking bootstraps. This weak ass generation, you don't work enough. Meanwhile, this is the fucking prices they have, bro. They dead ass bought pants for $3 and sweaters for $7, gang. The only way you getting this shit is off of Temu. It's gonna be some shit ass product.
But it never really caught up.
Now, even with inflation, bro, that shit probably like $6.
And as the hunger for shopping sprees
reality, that
after
shit probably costs
Thanksgiving
$20
began
now.
to spread across the country and outside of Philadelphia, the retailers decided to return to the name Black Friday, but change the meaning of the term. And this is where we get the more commonly known definition that Black Friday is the day that stores go from writing their daily loss in red pen to writing their profit with black ink. But what about Big Saturday? Did the retailers really want to give up the full weekend of spending just for the catchy name of Black Friday? Not necessarily. It did take another 20 years or so to find a way to capitalize on the full weekend, but in 2005, the National Retail Federation dubbed the Monday after Thanksgiving Cyber Monday. As the internet became more popular, retailers started noticing a decline in shoppers on
You know what they need that for? Computer parts now. Yo, all these AI data centers I've heard are like fucking up people that want to build their PC. Like all the RAM prices people are saying are like triple the price, I think. Yo, luckily, hold up, y'all. I can flex now. Anybody that's trying to get RAM now? Yo, look at this shit. 128 gigs. I got this shit a minute ago, man, before this AI boom. I'm good now, bro. I got this shit all before the AI companies started bullshitting. Anyways, let me check Amazon. Like, bro, 32 gigs, 156. The DDR5, 32 gigs, 326. This shit ridiculous. 32 gigs, fucking 329? How does RAM work? I don't know. It just helps with PC RAM. Good. All right. Okay, a good example is you could have more tabs open. All right. If you want to have like 20 tabs open and you have like the amount of RAM I have, then like I could do that shit smoothly. Like right now, I have Google Chrome, Opera, Discord, OBS, all this shit. If I had lower RAM, my shit will probably crash by now. Open 20 tabs on Google right now. I'll actually do that. I'll do that. Let's see my RAM right now. Okay, so I'm at 32 gigs of usage. Holy shit, I'm already at 25. How am I 25%? You know what? A lot of it is me streaming and recording. All right, let's see how much it goes up. I'm at 25%. 17, 18. Let's see it now. Oh, we still at the same. We still at 25. Okay. Yo, my PC got hardened. I mean, there's nothing playing though on it, but my laptop only has 16 and 10 is being used. At minimum, y'all, nowadays, I'll let y'all know right now, if you are gonna build a gaming PC, minimum now you have to have 32. If you have below 32, your shit is fried. Nigga, I'm using 32 right now, y'all. Low-key is recommended. I feel like now, bro, you probably need like 64 if you have a gaming PC. And you like actually want to do multiple things. Like if you want to have a gaming PC, have Discord open, have different shit open, and for it to like fully not lag, you probably gotta have 64. I don't know. I guess it just really depends how much you care of like your PC being smooth, because my shit is smooth.
Black Friday. Many shoppers preferred to just stay at home on Friday. And once they returned to work on Monday, they would use their high-speed office internet to finish their holiday shopping list. Originally, Cyber Monday was built to only sell online exclusive deals, and this was the store's attempt to not cannibalize their Black Friday deals. But as we know, e-commerce has pretty much taken over, and Black Friday, Cyber Monday has expanded to the entire month of November and then some. But we'll get into that more later. First, we need to pull back the curtain on the marketing schemes behind all of this, because Black Friday sales are actually rarely a good deal, and oftentimes you might be losing more than you realize. The most basic thing to understand about these sales
That's just a lot of sales in general. Like whenever Amazon has a sale for a third-party company, I'm telling you, a lot of times it don't really be a sale. It just be the company lying about how much their product actually costs.
is that they are not built for you. Think of a store like it's a parking garage. Every item on the shelf is a car in a parking space, and every car has to pay to park in the parking garage. The longer the cars sit
Sounds
in the
like a
garage,
terrible
the
parking
more
garage.
the owners have to pay to keep them there. So the stores would rather offer a discount to get the car out of the garage than to keep paying to leave it there. Every inch of space in a store is extremely valuable real estate, and they just don't want it to sit idle, especially going into the Christmas season when shoppers are actively looking to spend some serious money. So they heavily discount older, slower moving items in order to clear the space for high margin Christmas and holiday products. But sometimes those heavy discounts we see on the tags aren't actually discounts at all.
Underneath it, you can see that the price.
Nah, this some bullshit, bro. That's some fucking bullshit, man. I'm low-key gonna do that every time now. Like, every time if I go Black Friday shopping, I'm making sure to pull off the sale thing just to make sure I'm not getting scammed. Cause what the fuck you mean you doing that, man?
Let me introduce you to a concept called price anchoring. This is a psychological tool that marketers use to manipulate the way you view the current
Hey, yo,
price.
that's the innovation of capitalism.
Throughout online shopping, car sales, and even real estate deals. The sellers basically anchor the price of a good at a certain price and then slash through it with the new price. That original price is the anchor point for your brain, and you view the new price entirely based on that anchor point, which means you perceive the new lower price as more attractive, and thus you're more likely to purchase. But on Black Friday, the stores will play two games with your brain. Number one, the markup game. Take a look around the stores you go in throughout October and November leading up.
That's why nowadays there's websites where you can compare the actual prices and then know the actual real sales price of a website. A good one was Honey until they asses got exposed. I forgot they got completely exposed, but like there's other websites too where you can compare the actual prices.
To Black Friday. If you're paying close attention, you'll notice that certain items throughout the store will slowly increase in price. It's usually not by much because they obviously don't want you to notice, but over the course of a few weeks or months, they can inch the price up just enough so that when Black Friday rolls around, they can slash through it, marking it back down to the original price and convincing you that you're getting a good deal. But in reality, you're paying the same price you would have in July.
Literally.
Now, this is
People just see sale and believe it.
as much of a problem now because of all the price tracking tools that are available, but it's still something to be aware of, and you should always double check with a tracker to make sure you're not getting taken advantage of.
Sometimes it's crazy how different the price of an item will be depending on the website. I've seen websites when I do use like a price tracker to see it, bro, they'll have a product literally $50 extra for no fucking reason other than probably the website to profit from it more. And to be honest, most people don't check. Like if you're on Amazon, you see a product there, a lot of people it is, but Amazon's kind of just ease. Like they'll just buy it there anyways just because they can get like maybe the overnight shipping or 1 day shipping. But it be happening so much, it's crazy.
Second game stores like to play is the Black Friday.
Could you blame them? I mean, technically, yeah, I could blame them. But I mean, that's business at the end of the day, bro. You got to know how to get around it.
Special. These are the end cap items or stacks of TVs all lit up and waiting at the door labeled one-time Black Friday specials. They look just like their normal related products, but these ones are special. Usually they'll have massive discounts and look like a complete steal compared to the rest of the store. And these are the items you usually see people throwing fists over. But what the stores don't want you to know is that these are not special in a good way. You see, these specials are typically downgraded, cheaper versions of the real thing. TVs are the best example of this. Many times, TV manufacturers will build Black Friday models of their more popular TVs in order to drive a buying frenzy. These versions of the TV are built with cheaper parts, don't have as many features.
Yo, I didn't even know that, bro. So they just fucking scamming. So for the actual deals, they be scamming.
Features are missing certain ports and accessories, and overall just not as good as you think. But since it's marked as the special and it's $300 off, everybody runs after them. The easiest way to avoid being scammed by the
I don't know. Would you be able to tell the difference? Holy shit, a Samsung 75-inch for $450? Hold up, this seemed like a good deal. Yeah, I'm falling for it. Capitalism got me. That's a shit model. Wait, what the fuck? This is the TV I have, nigga. Wait, let me check my Best Buy right now. It's not a shit model. I have a smaller version of it. Not that. I got it for $450, 60 inches, and this is 75. W scam. I have my mom's TV from 2007. Still works fine as fuck. Yeah, gang, upgrade that shit immediately. Fuck me, you got an 07 TV. There is no way, bro, you're using a TV from like damn near almost 20 years ago. Bro got a vintage TV. Yeah, sometimes it's okay to spend a little bit to get something, you know?
Black Friday special is to check the model number of the item you're buying. If it's been heavily discounted and there's a similar version on the website marked at a normal price, double check the model number to see if they match. If they don't, that means it's probably a trap. If they do match, then you've probably discovered the third game that stores like to play, the loss leader. This is a pretty simple concept and really nothing new, but it's important to include. Basically, a loss leader is something that a store is willing to take a loss on in order to get more customers in the
That's the main thing I think most people think they do, but in reality, they be lying about sales. Like sometimes they'll do this.
store. For example, Best Buy could do a blowout sale on TVs, offering them for $100.
Yo, you know what's crazy though, y'all? How affordable TVs are. If TVs were as affordable as like rent was for Gen Z, we'd be living good, no cap. Nigga, TV affordability has gotten way better than it was in the past. Have y'all seen the prices from like the 90s of TVs? Bro, a 60-inch TV would be like fucking 3 bands. And that's back in the 90s. Nigga, nowadays, that'd probably be like 6 bands or something. Even a Samsung TV. Think of it, a 75-inch TV, which you could probably put in your living room, which is big, fucking huge, right? Most living rooms probably won't even need this. But getting that for $450, man, that's crazy. TVs got cheaper, but essential goods like food and supplies are much more expensive. That's the trade-off, exactly. That's the thing, man. We got cheaper TVs and we got rent that's like 5 times more expensive. I would trade that instantly, bro. Give me the fucking cheap rent and then make the TVs expensive, please.
This would lead people to camping out in line just to get the chance to snag a TV for cheap. But Best Buy isn't doing this to sell TVs. They're doing it to get as many customers in the door because they know if they can get you in the door and tease you with a good deal, you might see something else you like and end up spending more throughout the rest of the store. These loss leader products are just the bait to get you in, and the stores make the real money on the other high margin products you might buy. But even with all of these games, why does it work? We all kind of know deep down that these deals are usually too good to be true. So how is it that Black Friday is still just as effective today as it was in the 60s? Well, that comes back.
I'm be real. I think it's also people being with family and like just spending family time together. Like when you're with family, bro, you got to think of it. All of us work so fucking much and everybody's like barely together with their family. That like the one time they're together, they're like, all right, let's just go out shopping, you know, maybe get a deal.
To simple human psychology. And there are 4 main tricks the stores will use, starting with number 1, the fear of missing out. This is actually one of the most used psychological tricks with pretty much anything in your daily life. And that's because it's one of the most effective ways to convince people to do something. As a population, humans want to be in community and striving together. So when you threaten someone with the possibility that they might miss out on something or regret not taking action, they'll typically take the bait. During Black Friday, stores will use countdown timers and marketing focused on one-day only deals or limited time offers. Under the pressure of time and FOMO, our brains kick into system 1 thinking, which means we're making choices based on emotion and impulse, leaving all rationality at the door. But if that doesn't work and you're strong enough to maintain your...
Nah, FOMO might be the strongest feeling in the brain. You will just throw all logic out. You're like, fuck it, bro. Especially with buying shit, you're like, eh. Like, I was low-key feeling a lot of FOMO in Japan. Because I was thinking like, yo, how much am I going to spend here? I don't want to spend too much. I thought I was going to spend a certain amount. I spent like 3 times that. Because I was like, bro, when is the next time I'm going to be in Japan? I don't even know if these clothes are going to be here. Shit might be gone. It looks nice.
Rational thinking, they'll actually use it against you. Which brings us to the second trick, the endowment effect. This one is a little more interesting because it's the stores banking on you doing your research and coming in prepared on Black Friday. They don't want the impulsive customer. They want the person who's put in the time to figure out exactly what they want. That's why you'll start seeing Black Friday catalogs show up a few weeks before, or emails listing out the deals that will be available. These aren't sent out for your advantage, but instead the stores know that the more time you spend researching something or waiting for something, the more likely you are to buy it. It's kind of like sunk cost theory plus a dopamine rush. We spent all this time double checking that this is exactly what we want, and our dopamine levels increase with the anticipation that you're going
Crazy thing is though, after you get it, you don't care. You're just like, damn, this is kind of cool.
Get it. So when Black Friday rolls around, the stores know you'll not only buy the thing you've been eyeing, but you might also pick up a couple of accessories or things to go with it because you've already started the momentum of buying. So what's another $20 here and $40 there? Going along with the time you spend researching, the stores are also working on trick number 3, decision fatigue. This is pretty much just what it sounds like. Black Friday and Cyber Monday are no longer just 2 days on the calendar. They've stretched to encompass the whole month of November and even into October for some brands. The longer sales were originally due to customer demand because people wanted better deals for longer. But this increase in length wasn't just for operations. It also feeds the beast. The more messages we see, the more discounts we notice, the less energy we have to rationally evaluate every single one, which means you're more likely to make an irrational purchase on day 14 of the sale than you were on day 1. So as these sales get longer and longer, they're able to hook more people in purely out of exhaustion. But none of these tricks would be possible without the biggest of them all, the savings illusion. This is the bread and butter of Black Friday. Let's say we see an ad for a TV that's normally priced at $500 $500, but today it's $100 off. Our brains don't immediately register that the TV is $400 now. Instead, we just focus on the $100 off because in our caveman
And it's the same price.
minds, we think we're now $100 richer if we buy the TV today, which is exactly what justifies the purchase. But as you know, through simple math, you're not $100 richer, you're just $400 poorer. It's the savings illusion that drives all the other games and tricks we've covered so far.
I think, but the way people see it is just more of, could they actually afford that? Like, if I see something, I'm like, damn, could I afford it? And it's also on sale. I'm like, all right, bet, now I can afford it. But if it's more than that or that price, the higher price, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, if something's not in my budget and I see it like on sale, I'm like, nigga, this shit does not matter. I cannot afford this.
Everything else is just stacked on top of this simple concept that relies on our chicken brains not thinking rationally about prices. But now that you know how the hidden systems of Black Friday work, how can you beat it? Well, first off, ignore the savings, the discounts, and the percent off signs. Only focus on
Before he explains that, I think you just gotta lock in on what exactly you want. You write down like 3 things you really want, try to find it, and then just get that.
the price.
Nothing else.
If something is $100 off, but it's still $400, you shouldn't be thinking
They
about
can't
the
be
deal
generous,
you're
not
about to
even
get.
for one
You should
Friday.
actually be thinking about whether or not that item is even worth $400. And finally, use price trackers and wait for the price to actually come down. It's never been easier to set an alert to find the true lowest price of an item you might want. And as we mentioned earlier,
But it's probably too much work for people. Because, like, imagine halfway through the year, something you wanted in the beginning of the year is on sale now. You might not even want it anymore. I think that's why most people just shop on Black Friday. Because they're like, the thing they want would be on sale that day.
usually that's not even on Black Friday. In fact, the cheapest prices of the year often fall sometime in January because this is the time that the stores have to clear their shelves off
Yeah, and then also, that's after, like, Christmas and after everybody's bought their gifts for people.
and they don't have a crowd of holiday shoppers ready to spend. It's important to remember that not everything on sale is necessarily a lie, but it is all a system. And it's a system designed to make you spend more on things you probably don't need, when the best deal is actually the money you don't spend.
Yeah, y'all just don't buy anything, all right? Did anybody buy anything on Black Friday this year? Also, that was a good video. Only thing I bought is love for y'all. Actually, no, that's something that can't be bought. A candle for my mom. Man, look at you actually buying charitable gifts for people you love. Imagine doing that. Man, I'm out here broke as fuck. Anyways, yeah, if you're watching on the tube, make sure to join the Discord and watch the streams.
Subscribe to Tommy NFG.